After his performance at the Olympic Games, his capacity for spectacle became evident. With quick feet and agile hands, Tokyo became a true showcase of his abilities in the discipline. All the while, he ensured he would be remembered as one of the best amateur boxers in the world. Ben Whittaker, 25 years old, now has a new goal. In his professional career, he must continue landing powerful and ruthless punches on his rivals. In the race to build a legacy, titles are just part of the journey. Ben Whittaker versus Greg O'Neill. It was 2022, July 30th to be exact, when Whittaker debuted in the light heavyweight division. In his encounter with Greg O'Neill, he had to maintain a firm stance to avoid being overwhelmed by his angry opponent. Whittaker tried to gain distance, showing off in the early stages of the fight. After dodging a flurry of punches like Neo from The Matrix, he earned applause from the audience, who began to sympathize with the future legend. If they had been entertained by the first round, nothing could have prepared them for what was about to happen next. With great brutality and speed, just 21 seconds after the opening bell of the round, they witnessed a shocking collision. Whittaker's right hook crashed into O'Neill, forcing him to stagger and collapse. After suddenly falling on his back, O'Neill was unable to recover. Ben Whittaker versus Petar Nosik. We jump straight to August 2022 to relive the ferocity witnessed on the night of the 20th in the Superdome of Jeddah in Jeddah. Without hesitation, Whittaker entered the ring to face the undefeated Croatian fighter, Petar Nosik. Although it was a much tougher test this time, all of Nosik's activity was not intense enough to stop Whittaker once and for all. His clever distance and jab helped Whittaker extend his perfect start. Just in the first round, Whittaker ensured he asserted his authority. With great self-confidence, he maintained his characteristic fighting style full of showmanship and agile movements. In the end, the outcome led both fighters to face the dreaded decision of the judges. With the decision in Whittaker's favor, Nosik saw his undefeated status disappear. But for the winner, not everything was rosy. Due to a shoulder injury, Whittaker needed 10 months away from the ring to recover. With uncertainty about how it would affect him in the near future, his charisma in the ring began to be missed. Ben Whittaker versus Jordan Bea. When May 2023 arrived, everything was ready to welcome Whittaker back into the ring. On the night of the 6th, Jordan Bea awaited him in the ring, intending to give him a warm welcome. A fighter as charismatic as Whittaker couldn't miss the opportunity to establish his image in the discipline. Therefore, Whittaker entered the ring wearing a leopard robe, making it clear who the predator of the match was. Nicknamed the Surgeon, he dominated from the beginning with his quick punches that left Bea staggering.
Weight divisions between the pair of them, looking for a right hand over the top.
There's the showboating.
His powerful combinations seemed unstoppable, impossible to neutralize at any point.
Nice one.
Grand slammed, and he's done no real conviction in the shot, and he's expecting something to come back.
Leading off with that right hand. Whittaker, and then just steps off.
In the third round, Whittaker delivered a decisive left hook that solidly struck Bea's jaw.
Feet there, Whittaker. Right hand cocked to ready to go. Huge right hand from Whittaker.
The scariest part about that, the backhand that came through, is it wasn't even...
Oh, and he's staggered again here and down right to the very start.
Leaving him on the ground with no intention of getting up, the Surgeon's return to the ring after his injury was sealed with an indisputable knockout victory. Ben Whittaker versus Vladimir Belujsky. Almost 2 months passed until Whittaker faced Vladimir Belujsky on July 1st. A fight filled with much more dancing, much more showboating, and much more extravagance. But along with that, much more evidence to gather for future studies on how the Surgeon operated on his victims in the ring. With a performance that threatened to pierce the British boxing scene, Whittaker was poised to start crossing more distant borders.
It's nice to see Whittaker, you know, a little bit more control, a little bit more composed.
Again there, but Belujsky just dropped that left elbow on her, them just swapping jabs. Whittaker leads, then a right hand down the middle, that was neat. Belujsky in a little bit of trouble.
Thanks to this new victory, the Olympic silver medalist added a professional record of 4 wins and 0 losses. With this, the temptation to accelerate the ascent of the light heavyweight prospect to the top began to be felt. Ben Whittaker versus Steven Leonetti Dreadhitch. December 10th, and Whittaker had every intention of ending the year on a high note when he stepped into the ring to face Steven Leonetti Dreadhitch. From the first moment, his dominance of the unusual pace of the fight was undeniable. With Dreadhitch closely following his steps, he was eventually unable to dance to the surgeon's rhythm.
Shouldn't be as lengthy.
Well, that is what you get from Ben Whittaker, looking for that long right hand. More orthodox.
During the 4th round, Whittaker applied a finish that combined speed and power executed with his powerful right-left combination. With Dreadhitch down on the canvas, Whittaker managed to end his year without a defeat. Ben Whittaker versus Khalid Graidia. 2024 started late for the surgeon. Those who were eager to see what happened after his victory over Dreadhitch had to wait until February 3rd to see him in action again. This time against Khalid Graidia. Unexpectedly, Whittaker's deadly speed completely exhausted Graidia, who lowered his gloves to the canvas to bow to the man who established himself as the victor second by second. Known for his showboating, the surgeon took a different approach during the 1st round. With elusive movements and precise punches,
Graidia gets onto the
uppercut on the spin.
Good thing about this business here. Nice left hand into the body, and again an extravagant.
By the 4th round, he unleashed a flurry of painful punches that frustrated all of Gradia's intentions to claim victory.
Then you can see that bit of damage with right hand. Even if you're catching these, part left hand to the body, Graidia.
You feel like you're beaten by someone that's just far too good that you can't even land, you can't catch them. It's very demoralising.
Whittaker's antics are maybe just riling Graidia up a little bit here. He's to let his hands go, but that could suit Ben Whittaker.
But then you just got to go to him here, embarrassing him.
But his fall was slow, as he had to agonize until he was finally stopped at 1 minute and 57 seconds of the 5th round. Ben Whittaker versus Leon Willings. Shortly after, on March 31st, Whittaker faced Leon Willings. Once again, the surgeon showcased his skills from the start of the fight. During that exciting 1st round, Willings fell to the canvas.
Demostrando su resistencia.
Demonstrating his resilience, Willings got up to combat Whittaker's offense with impressive punches throughout the fight. Unfortunately, they were not powerful enough.
Showboating that we've seen previously in fights, he's just got straight down to the...
Good for knee. Had a better round. Yeah, but Whittaker's just teeing up from Willings on the ropes.
Despite the challenge, the surgeon maintained control of the operation and ensured a successful outcome at the end of 8 rounds with a score of 78-73 by referee Sean McAvoy. With this victory, Whittaker's professional record extended to 7 wins, 5 of them by knockout, without a single defeat. If you've made it this far, thank you. What does the future hold for Ben Whittaker? We'll have to stay tuned to find out. If you enjoyed this journey through his early fights, remember that the best way to support my content is by leaving your like on the video. Scheduled to face Ewerts Ezra Aranika on June 15th. Do you think he will continue building his undefeated legacy or suffer his first professional defeat? I'll read your comments.